Going to the mountains was a big thing. And this is the orphanage. I used to be at the orphanage when I grew up, but it's been closed recently due to the need of vocations. That's why we need to pray for more vocations. The founder of the orphanage, and I always said that my family is where I am stationed as a priest. Since I grew up in an orphanage, I don't really have any family at all. I consider my family right now the Diocese of St. Angelo. And then I went to the seminary, started my journey to the seminary, benefactors who take us to different places. I was just waiting for that moment forever. I went through a lot of formation in Mexico, and then going here, I was frustrated that I was formation never ends. I was so excited when the moment came. It was the most exciting, I guess, exciting moment in my life, the ordination. And I was very blessed to have all my peers and classmates, teachers from the seminary at my ordination, and the nuns from Mexico. It was the most amazing day of my life. My name is Father Emilio Sosa. They used to call me Father Sosa, short name. And I've been a priest for 14 years. And this coming January will be my 15th anniversary. So far, I remember them since I was little, like 5 years old. I was already like the normal story, the kids performing mass with my little friends, stealing cookies and coke from the kitchen, from the nuns' cabinets, and that was my inspiration, was always the priesthood. And it never went away or fade away with time. It was always that vocation for me. This is with the sisters and their families. One of my classmates from Mexico came to my ordination and first mass. Well, I grew up with Sisters of the Sacred Heart in Mexico, and they were always nourishing us with the spirituality. We have the rosary every single day, and every weekend they took us to church if the priest was not able to go to the orphanage, but the priests were always in charge of giving us that spirituality. And sometimes they were eating with us. It was for me, it was a lot of fun. It was always in that environment. I feel always safe in that place. I always have tendency to have a picture of our parishioners when they ask me to pray for them. I go to the photo album and I say, well, this person asked me to pray, and sometimes I don't even know their names. So I go to the album, I just place them all the time, and it's always good. It's like a therapy because I'm like with the person praying for them. My first experience was actually at the jail ministry. I was involved in Mexico. We went to the Mary Islands. It's the Pacific Ocean. And it was my first experience with the world, like outside Mexico, outside the environment of the seminary, and also the Catholic school with the nuns. St. Anne's, the nuns went to give me, I guess, a delivery to be at St. Anne's and to be a good pastor. That's why they told me, you speak good. When I was, the first time when I became a priest, we were advised to follow not only to follow certain religious community life spirituality, and I choose St. Francis community. I'm a third order Franciscan, but I really love the spirituality, the simpleness of the spirituality. I really enjoy basically nature, reading, and that's what I choose, the spirituality of St. Francis. Sister Adela was my great inspiration and mentor when I was in the orphanage. I really miss her. She died 3 years ago. My advice is just to persevere for what you really like. My students, because you will find, even in the priesthood, people that will be obstacles for you to grow in your priesthood. Do not let anybody get in the middle if you really have an honest vocation of the priesthood in your life. Go for it, persevere. I think perseverance is the clue, not only for the priesthood, but any career or any goal in life. Perseverance is going to take you there. If you find obstacles in your life, or somebody in your life, even your family, you really need to move on and continue on, and perseverance is the key. For me, that was the big thing in my formation.